Tisdale with Learning to Count on Fingers.
Yes!
Learning to count on fingers. 18 years, with 17 birthday parties, scars on knees, bruised elbows, seashells and sun-kissed Irish skin. The monsters under my bed tickle my toes when I let my feet hang over the side, testing the waters of independence and learning the ins and outs of minds I try to forget. But even when I hide the map, the roads are still paved into my Italian eyes. I let my heart take the wheel, give my mind the back seat, maybe drunk driving would be safer. A year away from being a grown-up, scared to live alone because I haven't learned everything about self-control, but I know so much more than 16. My monsters have stayed hidden in my closet as I try to forget what poison tastes like, but I relearn at 15, fingers pressed to the back of my throat, greeting a friend 4 times a day. Poison tastes good if you learn the right way to throw it back up. If I find 15 reasons to stop, I will, but I can only think of 14, so I continue on and on, succumbing to an ocean I'm not scared of drowning in anymore. They tell you to check under your bed for monsters, but forget to mention that maybe the monsters are your own hands, index fingers, toothbrushes. Unlucky number 13 seems to follow me around under my own shadow. The age when I learned what an eating disorder is in science class and how it makes your hair fall out, erodes your teeth. I was never taught how much it erodes a family. I don't talk about it because maybe if I pretend it doesn't exist, my friends won't question why I go to the bathroom after every meal. You learn a lot of coping skills when you've been in therapy since age 12 and people begin complimenting your new body, but they don't know how you got it. How your diet plan was not filled with cutting out sugar or going for runs, but waiting till 11 o'clock when your parents were asleep to eat everything, including the kitchen sink, only to throw it back up in the bathroom sink. I count to 10, shut my eyes, and hope to feel my body moving with the waves, but instead all I feel is a devil on my shoulder telling me about calories and self-control. Diagnosis, bulimia. My doctor says it will be a lifetime battle. I don't believe her, but 9 years later, I'm still somehow battling a diagnosis that escapes my lips much less frequently than I let my lunches and dinners pass. 8 times in only a couple days, I'm too tired, I'm too cold, but who would believe a curvy girl has an eating disorder? 7 singular chips, guilty. 6 pieces of fruit, guilty. 5 cookies, I'm guilty. I don't grasp moderation, self-control, make it up the next day. I only understand that monsters under your bed don't keep only you awake at night. They scare your family of 4. Mom tries to understand, but can't quite grasp that it's a compulsion, addiction. Dad doesn't talk about it. Brother doesn't understand why you're crying, just calls you crybaby. You've given up your basic right to privacy. Coughing in the bathroom leads to doors being opened without knocking. No, I'm not throwing up, I just have a cold. How can the 3 of them love me so unconditionally? I may never really love myself that way. A girl painting a self-portrait of confidence is so vulnerable, held in the arms of stability, grains of sand slipping through, fingers bottling up all insecurities, displayed in a smile, extrovert, optimist. But I aspire to be what I really am. But even the happiest of girls have their weak moments. Don't frown for too long, never letting wounds heal. But over time you learn that wounds never fully heal. Looking at the scar on my left knee from kneeling on seashells and scar on my right knee from kneeling in front of you praying that one day it will be okay. One day I'll burn old road maps instead of just stowing them under my bed. I'll be the winner in the game of hide and seek played with my monsters, maybe not today and maybe not tomorrow. But one day, I'll gaze into the sky, find a silver-lined cloud. Wish not only on the first, but the second star I see. It will all be okay. 0.